Good morning, everyone. It's Peter here from Dunes Golf Centre in Fraserburgh. As you can see behind me, today I'm just going to let you know about our amazing special offer called Happy Hour. The posters are right outside the door here, and as you can see, it takes place from Tuesday through to Saturday, 10 till 11. And let me tell you now, it is an absolute corker of a deal. You get a coffee, a bacon roll, and 100 balls on the Toptracer here for just £10. That is all. Now, if you're not familiar with how to use the range, let's take you on a little tour. So first of all, you come in through the entrance where you'll be greeted by me, Chris, Billy, or one of the cafe staff, and you just get your balls here. Now, what you need to do is just say, I've come for the happy hour deal, and then they'll give you your ticket for balls. And when you've got that ticket, you head down the range. Now, if you haven't got any clubs, do not worry, do not fear, because we've got clubs for everybody, young, old, right hand, left hand. We'll look after you and make sure we get you something sorted. That's completely free of charge, is club hire. You head through the shop to the door where it says driving range, and then in here is where the ball dispenser is. Now, you get your little ticket that we'll give you at the counter. You scan it under here, but before you do that, you must remember to put a basket under, otherwise you're going to be picking up 100 balls off the floor. Once you've done that, head out into the range and pick any available bay that you wish. We've got 10 bays here, and all of them are powered by Toptracer. And I just want to take you on a little tour of the gaming on the Toptracer, so you've got a good idea of what to play. I'm also going to recommend to you some games to play, because we see a lot of people are using the Toptracer, but they're just playing my practice or warm up, and you're not using it to its full advantage. So hit the start button, and here we have the various games. Now, this week, we are running a little event here at Dunes on virtual golf. And we've got loads of courses that you can choose from, many of them very famous courses like St Andrews, the Old Course, Pebble Beach, Glen Eagles, etc. But this week's event, we have to scroll across a little bit, is at Centro Nacional de Golf in Spain. Now, what Toptracer have done, which is really good, is they've put in these super short tees. So the sky blue tees, really short. We're playing the event on those tees, but only over the front 9. So you hit start and then choose what you're going to aim for. Now, this is the flags that are out there on the range, the different colours. Now, the distances are irrelevant. That's just how far away they are from this bay. But choose what's going to be your straight shot line. So out of this bay here, I must say, I mean, take a look at that, folks. What a stunning winter's morning here in Fraserburgh. There's hardly a breath of wind. The geese are flying overhead, look, in their V formation. But just take a minute to savour that. What a stunning day. Anyway, that was a bit of a sidetrack, wasn't it? Let's go back to this. So I'm going to aim up for the yellow flag right out of this bay, and then it will take me to the first hole of our challenge. Now, what I love about this, especially for youngsters, kids, people that maybe don't hit the ball that far, this is 219 yards, but look, it's a par 5. So what that means is loads of birdie and eagle opportunities. Now, I will do some more videos. Some of you might have seen them already of me playing these games, because what you do need to know is how do we putt? Now, the Toptracer will only pick up shots that go over a certain height. If they run along the floor like a putt, the cameras can't see it. So what they've come up with is an ingenious way of sorting the putting, and it's basically a pitch shot. Out in front of us, and you'll probably struggle to see with the sun here on the camera today, but there's 3 blue flags in like a triangle that vary from about 50 yards out to 68 yards. When it comes to putting, you are pitching to those flags, and it's not that it finishes there, it's the carry distance, where it lands, and you get awarded for the proximity to the base of each of those flags that you can land the ball. If you land it right at the base, it's going to be a 1 putt. But how close you've hit it onto the green in the first place determines the size of the diameter from those flags at which you can pitch it to get your 1 putt, your 2 putt, or if you're miles away, it'll be a 3 putt. I know when I've explained it like that, it's a bit like, what are you on about, Pete? Doesn't make any sense. But trust me, once you get used to it, it's pretty straightforward. It did take me a few goes to get used to it myself, but I've kind of got it now. Let me just bring it up on the screen for those that are just joining us. This is our happy hour that I'm talking about today. It's between 10 and 11 o'clock, Tuesday to Saturday, where you can get 100 balls, a coffee, and a bacon sandwich for just £10. No booking, just turn up, come and see me or Chris in the shop today. So we just covered virtual golf there. Some other favourite games to play are things like closest to the pin. These are great if you're coming with someone else as well, and you can have a little bit of a challenge playing the closest to pins from 45 yards, going right up to as long as 225 yards. So there's something for everybody in there. 2 people can play in one bay. In fact, there's more than that. I think it's up to 8 people can play in a bay at the same time, which is pretty cool. We've also got the approach shot challenge and the driving challenge. Now, to play with somebody else, these are 2 of my favorite games, because what happens with this, I'm just going to do it on Glen Eagles here. You have 9 shots each, and the distance you're away gives you a number of points that you score. And the objective is to score the fewest number of points. And what it does very well, the person who's leading goes first each time. And then the person who's playing second gets told on the screen how close they've got to hit it to take the lead. So here we go. This one's at Glen Eagles. It's on hole number 1 into the green. It's 110 yards. So you hit your shot and then it will give you those points. The driving challenge works in a similar way, only with that one, you're trying to score more points, and it's all about accuracy, hitting the fairway as well as distance, but you get heavily penalized if you do miss the target. And then for the kid, long drive, is the other one. Everybody loves a long drive game. Challenge your pals. Who's got the biggest drive amongst you? Who are the big hitters? We get a lot of youngsters coming down and challenging each other to this, which is great fun to see. It's not just about distance. There is a fairway you've got to hit here as well. So you have to have a degree of accuracy, although the fairway is quite wide. I will certainly vouch for that. Going back to the menu, this is what I was going to show you. The kids love this. So if you've got young kids, get them along to June's, get a basket of balls. We've got clubs for kids, believe it or not, from 2 years old. We have clubs that we can hire out for free, of course. And you can come and play, go fish. And this is awesome. It's so cool. You hit the ball, it flies off into the ocean. If your child isn't quite hitting the ball high enough, there's a little cheat thing you can do just to help motivate them, and just press this little yellow help shot button, and look, it'll fire the shot out there. And that's just for if they're not hitting it, at least they can get something. And in that instance there, I got a Moorish idol. If you click on the goldfish ball, this tells you all the different fishes that you've currently won. If they can hit it into these circles where the sharks are swimming, that's how you get your trophy fish. And they're the ones that all the kids want to catch, like a beluga whale, a killer whale, a dolphin, things like that. So there we go, folks. Just thought I'd give you that little update, and hopefully it inspires a few of you to come down and play on the Toptracer, and not just play my practice or warm up. Use the different games. They will make a real difference to not just your enjoyment of your session at the range, but it will make a difference to your golf as well, because you're practicing in the same kind of mental state to what you will play on the golf course with a card in your hand. That's it for me, folks. Enjoy this beautiful day, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye for now.